Alright guys, you know the drill. We're back with another comparison. This time it's the benchmark Battleground. We've got the Venom Recoil, the Rogue Assassin, and the Venom Shock. Venom Recoil layout, 20 by 4 3/4 by 30 with a 2-inch pin buffer, and that puts the mass bias on my VAL. The Rogue Assassin is a 5 by 70, which puts the pin below my bridge, and it's roughly a 5-inch pin buffer. The Venom Shock is a 4 3/4 by 50, which puts the pin in my ring finger. Now that we got all the technical stuff out of the way, if you guys have been subscribed to the channel for a while, you know that the Rogue Assassin is by far my favorite ball that Motive has ever made. Ever. The Venom Recoil is probably one of the most versatile balls that I think that Motive makes still. And then we hop into the Venom Shock, which it has a place in my bag, but it's not necessarily the benchmark category where it fits for me. But that's what this video is for. You guys can make a determination. Which one do you think looks the best? Leave a comment down below. But let's hop into the video. If you guys have been here for a while, you already know the vibes. We're starting off pretty far right, about 8, 9, 10-ish. Trying to get it to sit there in the dry. There was some open bowling play on this lane before I got there, so there's a lot of plastic carry down with a lot of fresh, dry house shot to the right. So as you get farther left, they're not going to look the greatest because the plastic carry down going down the middle of the lane, but I think it'll still be a pretty good representation of the ball motion that you can get out of these three pieces. Right here my ball speed's about 17.5 miles an hour, trying to come up the back of the ball to get it to lay there. For the first zone, we're kind of snaking back and forth between the three balls, and as I get farther left, it's just 3 shots with this one, 3 shots with this one, 3 shots with the next one. But all of these clips are taken in order. All I did was cut out the space for the time, for the ball to come back to me. That's about it. So that's why you guys see so many Venom Shock clips, because it was so hard to get the Venom Shock to sit on the gutter. I think this one strikes them. Yeah, it barely gets there, but it works. So now we're into 17, 18 at the arrows-ish. And this is where the Venom Shock this is the Venom Shock's bread and butter usually. Yeah. This is why they say benchmark. It's just a little too strong for me. And then the Rogue Assassin just does Rogue Assassin things. You can throw it on anything and it looks good. This is the only shot I miss with that ball all day. Get it to the dry too quick, and the asymmetry in the core makes it want to burn up and roll forward. And then you think, alright, well I can grab it a little harder and make it hook. Alright, that worked. It sat there. And then you grab it and miss right, and this is what happens. Yeah. That's fun. This is not necessarily the ideal zone for this ball. It's just a little bit too strong to play there with my natural release, but it's not strong enough for me to be able to roll it up the back and still have it get there. So this is really where I think the Venom Recoil shines, I guess, which obviously carry wasn't the greatest for me with this ball at all today, but that's why you guys get to see all of them. You get to see the good ones, the bad ones, the lucky breaks. Now let's see how much you guys were paying attention in the beginning. What split did I pick up with the Venom Shock? Comment down below. Now normally I would say that as we're getting into Zone 3, this is the Venom Shock's wheelhouse. This is where I think the Venom Shock should be played. This is where I normally play it in my arsenal. Would be getting left and creating shape, but I still need something to read a little bit earlier than my pearls or even the hybrids. This is where the Venom Shock shines, usually. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to comment down below what spare did I pick up with the Venom Shock. It's the only spare in the whole video. As always, bowl well and may the carry be in your favor.